Can I get professional level rollers on a budget? That is what I'm going to be finding out today because we are getting rollers on my 2018 Audi S6. And I'm going to be doing it completely at home with equipment I already own. I'm not going to be spending a dime. I'm going to be using the camera I am recording with right now for the actual rollers. And then audio is very important as well. So that is what we're going to figure out right now before we head out. My idea is to have two microphones. I want one near my intakes for turbo noises and one at the back near my exhaust. My idea is simple. I have a microphone that is attached to this camera, and I'm going to attach it to a separate camera and then dangle the microphone out from my trunk and then tape it up right here so that the mic is facing the exhaust. And that should cover the exhaust side of things. I've done it before. I don't have to worry about it falling off. The thing I have to do new, and I've never tried this before, is I'm going to try to set up a GoPro somewhere in my engine bay for audio of this. My idea is under this intake, there is a I don't know if it's the chassis leg or something, but you can see down there, there's a solid piece of metal. I have a suction cup mount for my GoPro. I was thinking if we take this intake off, we can put it on down there and snake it up through right there and then have the GoPro literally right on these intakes. So we're going to set that up in advance so that we are ready to go. All right, I took off the two cones as you can see, and this is where I want to mount it on that leg. So we're going to have to clean it off. It is filthy, but let's clean it off and then see if we can mount the GoPro to it. It is not sticking, and I don't know if it's because the suction is bad or where I'm trying to mount it is bad. The area is totally clean though, but I've got one thing I can try. This is a new suction cup from a different mount that doesn't have a good top like that. It has like this thin, which I don't like. So maybe though, I can swap this over from this one onto this one and then try this suction cup. To say the least, the suction cup was not working. So I created my own mount. Pretty sturdy. I mean, even if it were to fall off, the chances of like the GoPro and stuff getting out of the engine is, I think, impossible. So it's okay. It's gonna work. And I said this was DIY, save your money type thing, not professional. So hopefully that gives us good intake noises. Let's put the cones back on. And we may have to adjust like the angle of this a little bit so it all fits. The job is done, at least for this, well, first, intake sound. Intakes are back on, as you can see, and right there is our GoPro mount. So the GoPro will go literally right on top of that intake. It's probably going to be way too loud, to be honest, but we don't have another choice. And as far as like support goes, it's pretty good. There's no reason why the car would be shaking that much. So it should be secured enough. We'll just tap the GoPro in right there, and that will be used for the intake noises. This intake is on a little bit questionably, this top one, because this one had to be pushed over for this to fit. And with this pushed over, it touches right here. So this is a little off. Hopefully the intake doesn't come. I'm more worried about the intake coming off than my GoPro mount. So as far as everything goes under the hood, we should be all set. Make sure the hood closes okay, though. It does. All right. Perfect. I didn't want it to hit the top of the intake. And now, this one is super easy to set up because I'll literally just have a camera, the microphone running out, and then tape the microphone. So that will be super easy. Nothing I really have to prepare for. I'll just bring the tape and my microphone, and we'll be all set. We just finished with the rollers. We got some for myself and then also for my friend. And then my other friend, he decided to spin. So I got some clips of that too. It's all done though. Fortunately, not unfortunately, no encounters with cops or anything like that. So we are in the clear. I'm gonna head back home now, get something to eat, take a shower, and then I'm gonna go through the clips, edit them, match up my audio, which hopefully the GoPro and the exhaust mic sound good. It held, which I am so happy about. I was worried the GoPro might come off, but it was all good. So everything is all set. We're gonna head back and we're gonna take a look at all of the footage and see what we got.
Here we are on Premiere Pro. Now this is just because I am editing the video here. As you can see, this is probably the part you just watched. And here is all of the roller footage. If I was making an edit, I'd be doing this in After Effects, but it's literally the exact same. They're both Adobe platforms. So how you go about this and get the result is pretty identical. Anyways, we got the footage here. So the first thing I would like to do is actually cut it, because if we play it, I mean, we can see, you know, in this frame, he was pulling the camera out of the car, which no problem. It's shaky right here. This is just not focused. And I'd say right around like here-ish is when the shot becomes good. So I'm literally just going to cut out that first part, and there we go. Oh, he shakes a lot right there, actually. Hold on, let's play this. I don't know why he did that. Maybe we should play it after he's done shaking. All right, maybe like here. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, maybe this clip's like unusable. Maybe after the bridge. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. That is a good, clean shot. We can probably end it around there, but let me just check if I want to go further. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, he gets this like last little bit of frames there, but we don't want that. So there we go. We got that first one. Let's go into this second clip here. Once again, he comes out a little shaky. Seems to be smooth right around here-ish, I'd say. So we're gonna make another cut and then play this. This is good footage, guys. Look at this footage. Oh my goodness, bro. The S6 looks so good. Seems to be something in the lens here. I don't know. Maybe some type of rain or something. I'm not too sure, but this is a good shot overall until the end right there. So we'll cut that out. But there we go. That's a good shot. Now this next shot. Okay, this looks like another one that has a lot of potential here. Oh, yeah. That's a nice shot with the cars behind us. I always wonder when I'm doing stuff like this, what the cars think. I'm very curious what was going on through their mind. Another steady shot. Very good. A little bit of the cue in it, but that's all right. It's totally okay. We'll keep it just like that. And then we've got this part right here. Okay, this is nice from the start. Very nice. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Now, I did say we had like an exhaust clip. I think I do a flyby here. You can see my microphone on the exhaust. Guys, the car is so loud that it quite literally like didn't pick up the exhaust that well. It's just so loud. The audio is peaking. So I'm just doing, for the sake of this, I'm just showing you guys the rollers and how we edit them. Okay. This part's not the greatest. I mean, this is bad framing, but it's all right. We'll keep it in for the sake. That's very good. Good work there. Another flyby, and I passed too. So that's really good. We'll keep that just like that. And then, okay, we've got a few more. Oh, this is when I still got the 360 cam. I wouldn't really use this for a roller shot, but I think this is very funny. I do pull out the 360 cam. You can see me in there. I was getting shots, and then we do a little bit of a flyby there. Very nice. Overall, good camera work from him, honestly, on the shot that isn't really useful, but you know, it's whatever. I do like this upper angle here. Very nice. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, now this is my buddy's car. So let's see how the rollers of this came out. Probably pretty good. Yeah. Holy crap, guys. You get a rainbow in the background there. Look at that. Wow. And his hands are so steady. Bro, did he do this on purpose? Why? Maybe because he had more experience at this time. But I don't know, bro. Like, my car was a little messed up. And then you've got rollers of his, which are really nice. There we go. Oh, their flyby right there. Perfect. All right. So that'd be the end of that. And then this is my buddy drifting. Not going to show that for the sake of him. That's AI generated footage. But anyways, let's go ahead. So now that we have this all cut up, I'm literally just going to chuck an adjustment layer over all of it. And we can add a Lumetri color. So because I have a Canon EOS R8, there are LUTs for different cameras. Input LUT. You have LUTs right here. These are like default LUTs. None of these would work, right? These are all for specific cameras. But the point is, my camera has LUTs that are made for it. So I can actually go ahead and open those up in a second. So right here, I literally downloaded Canon LUT straight from the Canon website. So we can go into 3D LUT, 65 grid, full to full range, and we've got all these LUTs here. Now, depending on what color range I used while filming is what we would choose. I think we were on wide DR, which is all of these ones at the bottom here. And we can literally go through these and then just pick one out we like. So for example, I can try this one. Okay, I don't really like the contrast on this, so we can literally just go back to browse, try out this one. Okay, this one's not horrible. Definitely the red's not as faded in this one. Well, keep in mind that. That's the second one. Let's go to the third one. The red's a little bit faded in this, so I don't really like that. Let's go to the fourth one. Okay, fourth one looks fine. So far, the fourth and the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try the fifth one. Fifth one, that's not horrible. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then finally the last one, which is 7. I don't really like that. And let's try the seventh. And okay, let's see. So we have the second one. I kind of like the second. We might go with the second. We've got the 1, 2, 3, fourth one. That is pretty similar. The fifth one wasn't horrible either. Let me try from this shot. Let's see the second one again. I think we're gonna go with the second one. The other ones look a little orange. And then what we are going to do is I do want to adjust. So we can still adjust stuff, obviously. Because in this shot, like, I don't know. So we can go in here, we can change stuff, like all of this. Shadows, we might honestly want to raise those a little bit, maybe 20. Do I want to lower whites here? It's a little, if I lower them, it gets a little too dark. Let's try -10. Blacks for keeping that at 0. Highlights, that's like the sky and stuff. See that? So I don't want that to be too oversaturated. I would like to drop that down a little bit. -100 is a little crazy though. Let's do -50. Contrast, we might want to lower it, right? We might want to lower it just a tiny bit. 10. Saturation, probably drop that to 95. Desaturate it a little bit. And let's just... Okay, see, that looks pretty good. So if we look at it with the LUT and then without the LUT, you can see it really does pull colors. It looks a whole lot sharper and clearer. Very nice. The red may look a little bit pink. If I really was editing this and I want it to look really good, we got the blend mode here. You could go into, I don't remember, I think it's HSL secondary maybe, and you can like adjust how specific colors look. I think it might be. I'm honestly not too sure. It's one of these settings, so you can bring out the red, and then like if you want to change the hue of it, you could. But overall, it looks really good. Besides like the little blobs on the camera, definitely looks good. Looks better with the LUT. That's what matters. Yeah, I like this. Very solid. It really brings out, I like how it brings out like the rocks and the road and stuff, because without this, the road really looks kind of flat and dull. But this brings it out. I wonder how does it look with my friend's car? Oh yeah, it looks really good with his white too. When you have a car that doesn't have as much color in it, it definitely makes it a lot easier to do. Look at the sky with the LUT though. Ooh, the sky looks nice. All right, well, there we go. And that is how I would just edit these. I mean, cut them up, add the LUT like that, and boom. I'm going to delete this from the timeline because I don't want you guys to see that in the video since I just showed you it. But anyways, I'm going to stop recording and put this in right here so you'll see it right after this. But guys, that is going to go ahead and do it for this video. I appreciate you all watching until the end. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We'll have another video next week. I think we're going to have the Chevy video next week, so stay tuned for that. And I will see you all then. Peace.